Hi everyone, welcome to Sattui's Wine of the Month Club cooking demo for February. Today we'll be making marinated rack of lamb with a couscous salad paired with our 2018 Terra Forza Cabernet Sauvignon. It is a full-bodied cap with a plush lingering finish, and for every bottle we sell, $1 goes to the Napa Valley Community Foundation. Let's give it a taste. Terra Forza translates directly to strong earth. It is a blend of 5 different Bordeaux. Get ripe cherry, fruit of the forest, some currant, really well integrated tannins. It's gonna go great. Let's get to cooking. Lamb. One of my favorite proteins. We got it in 2 whole racks. I normally budget about half a rack per person. What I like to do is take either a butter knife or an oyster knife, and I'm just gonna clean up the bones a little bit. You can see that they're already Frenched, but we have some artifacts left over. We're just gonna take our pate knife, palette knife, or butter knife, and we're just gonna clean up the bones just a little bit. And we're just gonna scrape them nice and clean. That'll give us a better plate appeal. All right, so now they're all cleaned up, nice and flossed, ready to be marinated. So we're just gonna use a regular bag. If you are at home, you can use a Ziploc, it's totally fine. So we'll do each one. And another. And to that, we're gonna add about 2/3 cup soy sauce. And we're just gonna make sure they get a good coating and then just go for a nice swim. You can go for about 2 to 6 hours on this. You could even go overnight. The nice thing about the soy is it's not gonna overcure your lamb, it's not gonna over marinate it. It's just gonna get a lot of good flavor in there. It's gonna add a really nice umami bite to the final product. All right, so one of my favorite foods, couscous. So nice they named it twice. Couscous is made of durum wheat semolina, and the process used to be rolling it through your hands with just a little bit of water and technique. Nowadays, we can source it instant. We're gonna add it to a mixing bowl. We're gonna do 2 3/4 cups, or about 500 grams. To that, we're gonna add 2 3/4 cups boiling hot water. Beautiful. And we're gonna add half a cup fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're going to cover that with some plastic wrap. Just let it hydrate, stay nice and hot while it soaks up that water and that lemon. And we're going to give it 20 minutes. So mint is a very delicate herb. It tends to bruise or blacken if you beat it up too much. So what we're going to do is we're going to stack our leaves, and it'll keep it nice, fresh, and green and appetizing. Nice tight roll, using your fingers carefully. And we're gonna take our knife and we're just gonna pull it across. We don't wanna mash down, we wanna pull across, and the reason why, it'll keep it neater and it'll prevent the mint from bruising. And we'll get nice little strips. So what we're left with is beautiful little tiny ribbons of mint. All right, we're gonna chop some dates real fast for our salad. These have the pits in it, so we just took off the end cap. We're gonna slice it in half, open in the center, pull it open, make sure everything looks okay inside, pull the pit, and then we'll kind of flatten it. So, one of my favorite tricks for cutting up dates, if you don't mind a little oil in your food, is you can take a little sprayable canola, you can mist your knife, and it will help prevent the date from sticking to your blade. So we're gonna cut it into nice little julienne strips. Falls right off. We're gonna stack them up and we're gonna go back through one more time. And what that's gonna leave us with is a perfectly chopped date. Let's mix our couscous. All right, it's been 20 minutes. We can go ahead and check out our couscous. Nice and hydrated. Feels perfect. We're just gonna go ahead and kind of mix it up a little bit. We're gonna loosen up those grains, fluff it. All right, to our couscous salad, we're gonna start with 1.5 cups of extra virgin olive oil. It's gonna bring a lot of moisture to our salad. To that, we're gonna add 1 cup of pomegranate Oreos. These were Oreos we cleaned earlier. We're gonna add 1 cup chopped almonds, about 185 grams. And 1.5 cups of our chopped dates from earlier. These we wanna kind of break up by hand and kind of sprinkle across because they do have a tendency to stick to each other. The dried fruit will pair absolutely perfectly with our wine. 1/3 cup chives, about 23 grams. Come together beautifully. We're gonna add about a tablespoon of lemon zest. Grated this earlier. And it's gonna bring that fresh, bright lemon flavor to the salad. All right, now we're gonna add that mint we chiffonaded earlier. Look at that color. So from here, we're gonna just salt to taste. I'm using kosher salt here. To each their own. And the nice part is the acidity and the salinity will just kind of balance each other. Let's go check on our lamb. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It smells fantastic. So from here, we're gonna pop these in the oven. We're gonna do about 12 minutes at 450 degrees. Let's pop it in. So, freshly pulled from the oven. It's been about 14 minutes or so. Lamb feels nice and soft, feels tender. Got good coloring, caramelization on it. We're gonna go ahead and let it rest for 6 to 8 minutes. And the reason why is that as we cook our lamb, all those juices between it are flowing. And this is gonna give it some time to settle down and to let those juices settle before we cut into it. Otherwise, all those juices are gonna flow out into our board rather than stay in our meat. All right, we've let it rest for about 7.5 minutes. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our knife. We're gonna have the rack away from us. And what we're gonna do is the bone's gonna kind of come down and just curve a little. We're just gonna let our knife come up here and then we're just gonna bring it down and through. We'll see how we did. And if it needs adjusting, just go ahead and flail out your blade a little and it should, emphasis on should, be able to puncture right through. If not, just take a little moment, let it glide through. Look at that. Perfect. Let's go to plate. So we're gonna take some of our couscous salad, spoon, hold it in place, move the spoon. That way we're left with a delicate little mound, and we're just gonna shingle our lamb. Like I said, I usually plan for about half a rack per person. Give some Maldon chunky flake salt, give it a nice little salt character. Fresh mint sprig. And we have some lovely little micro arugula just to dress it up a little. And there you have it. We have marinated lamb with a couscous salad. All right, now for my favorite part. Let's give it a taste. Got a little bit of this lamb. Oh, succulent. Looks juicy, looks tender. A little bit of our couscous salad here. Start with that, and then we'll get a little bit of our lamb. So the sweetness of the date pairs beautifully with the wine. You get a nice acidity from the couscous, a little bit of that lemon. Kicks in and pairs beautifully, makes a nice little acid bridge to our cab. With that, you get the salinity and the gaminess of the lamb, which is very pleasant with a nice hearty red. My favorite part is knowing that because I bought this bottle, $1 is now donated to the Napa Valley Community Foundation. Thank you for cooking with us today. Until next time, happy Valentine's Day. Cheers.